On, and I'm gonna break down this alarming trend basically going on with the police, DEA, and all taking your money from you in the airport. Now, a lot of people sleep on that, but that's how they implement a lot of shit. And the masses, remember, back then you used to free to walk around with any amount of money in cash, but they stop that. They slow it down by bringing in money laundering, telling you that you can't carry more than 10 grand US in your pocket in America around, as the police can basically seize it. Now, in this airport situation, you don't even have to have 10 grand for them to seize your money. Why? Because they're going the paperless route. That's the reason why they're exposing these things right now, because it's nothing new. 100% from in the 90s back then, they've been doing this same shit right there, and nobody basically alarming about it, even on the news. They never mention it until now. What do you think, people? Now they're telling you, leave the cash alone. You're gonna have to do with debit and credit cards and them shits and the rest of the devices that they got for the masses to use. Do you get it? That's what they're doing right now. Pay attention. Let's get into this and break it down. Run it.
Listen to this one. Fly with cash, and law enforcement could take it without ever having to prove you did something wrong.
We were talking about this in the commercial break. It's happening regularly at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
It's happening almost everywhere in America. It don't matter what state or what city you're in. It can happen. In the airport, you travel with any kind of money, cash, couple thousands, they can take it away and tell you you're traveling with dope money, basically. They would bring a dog smell the money, and they tell you, the dog tell them that yes, it got drug money involved in it. That's how they do it. You have to understand, and they're gonna seize your money and have you supposed to be getting lawyers and everything to fight to get your money back.
Consumer investigator Justin Gray is here now. So Justin, it could be a long and expensive process, you found out, to get that money back, even if it's legitimately yours.
And George, that's the wildest part.
Even if it's legitimately yours, you own that money for real. You never steal it. It's your hard-working money, but you can't travel to the airport with it. Why? The government is wanted to switch up everything, and the masses, this is where they're going, paperless route. That's what it is. They're gonna have everything electronic, even money. So that means the government can turn off your money at any time. They control your money even though you're supposed to be own it. That's why you're gonna have a cashless society. Yes, you can hide this all day of the week. You can't hide the money once it's supposed to be wireless. You understand what I'm saying? Once the money go basically crypto, that's what they go call it. Once it gone there, you can't hide it. So that's the reason why they're getting rid of this. The same thing I mentioned with gasoline, you can hide some gas. You can determine that, hey, I'm going to put some gas in some tanks and keep it so I have 3-4 years worth of gas. If gas goes short, you can't do that with electric. So you see what I'm saying? So that's why they're moving from those places and going the so-called virtual world. That's what they want, so they can completely control the masses.
This whole thing, not only are law enforcement agencies like DA seizing people's money at Hartsfield-Jackson without a warrant, they're keeping it.
You hear that?
Brian Moore Jr. was flying from Atlanta to LA to shoot a music video.
And don't mention Atlanta, people. Don't mention Atlanta. They're gonna run all of them games right there. They force all the black people there by telling them, hey, we even give you Hollywood down here. Come on. They put some famous face down there, make rapping blow up, all of this shit. Everybody black wanna run to Atlanta. And you see what they're doing right there? Of course, the Atlanta airport gonna be one of the main target. They're gonna strip people their cash. Pay attention.
About $8,500 on
See
me.
that? That's not 10,000 people. So 10,000 was the limit. You get what I'm saying? 10,000 was the limit that they could charge you for money laundering. That's not $10,000. Why did they supposedly take that money? Listen.
Jerry Johnson was heading to Phoenix
Jerry Johnson, 33 coding. and the masses. Listen.
To buy a truck at auction.
It was $39,500.
Both men
39
left
coded.
the airport with their cash gone, seized by law enforcement.
It's nothing different being robbed. Somebody come up with your gun and take your money and then walk off.
This is a picture a DEA agent snapped of Brian Moore. That's him in the green hair at the gate at Hartsfield-Jackson International
Wow, that's him with the green hair. Of course, you draw too much attention. Pay attention here.
Airport, heading to Los Angeles.
They announced we were about to start boarding, and I was approached by two women.
Moore says they asked if he was carrying guns or drugs. He wasn't. They asked about cash.
They know, people, it's not about no guns or drugs. You got to understand, it's about taking your money 100% in, and they're right there profiling the damn people and see which one of them they're gonna attack, basically, and take their money from them. That's what they do. And no law that they have can stop them from doing it. That's what you need to understand. Go
Which
again.
he did have.
I've never been in a situation to where I was being treated as a terrorist or a criminal.
Moore says he explained to the DEA
You know
agents
what's
the
a
money
terrorist?
was his to pay for his music video from the sale of his grandfather's car he inherited.
They put my money in a big Ziploc bag, and they told me I was free to go. They were like, you might want to leave or you're going to miss your flight.
This is
Believe that, people. Actually, that shit happens to me back in the days. Yes, it happened to me in 2000, people. Flying with money. And like I say, it was like, not even $10,000. It was close to 10,000, maybe a couple hundred away from 10,000 back then. But they took my money and they told me, listen, you can get the money back by getting a lawyer. And I did get a lawyer and everything. And I ended up getting supposedly quarter of the money. First, they introduced quarter back, like, okay, we can give him this back. We're going to keep the rest and we're going to give him this back, like 2,500. That's quarter. We're going to give him this back. And then the lawyer said, hey, I'm going to have to cut that in half. Because, you know, he didn't charge no fee out the gate. So he tell me, listen, whatever money we retrieve, I'm going to have to take 50% off it. And I'm like, all right, well, you know. So basically, I'm going to have to give up half the money already out the gate. Whatever money the lawyer retrieve, I'm going to have to split it 50-50. So listen, anybody that lose their money, they're not going to get that money back completely. No way. So I have to end up settle for a quarter of the money because I say, fuck it. I'm not finna go to all these torture every time, court this, court that, all of these things and them all up in my shit. For that, so I just leave it alone. Completely cut it off at, 25% or whatever, quarter of it, and I end up doing that and give the lawyer half of it, and that's it. So picture that, people. You're not gonna get the whole portion of your money back when they're done with the fees and all of these things. The government might say, hey, we check the record and you never pay us tax for this money that you have right here. So here we go. We're gonna end up taking out the tax out of it. Sometimes you might, go ahead and go through the whole process with the lawyer and fees and everything, and then later on they say, okay, we're gonna take the tax back, take the tax out of it, and then give you the rest, so you will never get your money back. The government is crooked, 100%.
Money in the Ziploc. DEA kept the money, but never mentioned anything about a crime.
There you
Nobody
go.
ever charged
There
you
you
with a
go,
crime.
people. The same thing, people. They never charged me with a crime. They bring in the dog and I say, hey, what's going on? They was like, hey, the dog gonna smell the money, and if you smell drug on it, we're gonna keep it. And they smell it damn near $10,000, people, and the dog all $20. The dog supposedly smell drugs on it, and they blame me for it. You understand what I'm saying? How could you blame somebody for all those $20 bills? I didn't make money. They come from all over the place. And then you telling me that drug money involved in there, the dog smell one of them $20 bills, somebody angle drugs and handle that money? You could do that to the damn president and you find that money was involved in some kind of drug thing if you're that good to seek that out with a damn dog. It's all bullshit, people. But like I say, they're going cashless now. That's why they're showing up this, because it's nothing new. From back in the days, they've been doing this shit. Now they're showing it up because, yes, they want you to aware that, yes, you're going to lose your cash. You better not have it.
I was never charged.
You were never convicted
No,
of a
there
crime.
is no charge. There is no
But they took your
crime.
money
They took my money.
and did not give it back.
Did not give it back.
There you go.
It happens every day at airports all across
There
the
you go.
country, including right here in Atlanta.
They don't want to prosecute the person.
No.
They just want their money.
Dan Altman is an attorney at the Institute for Justice. He fought in courts for years to get open
There you
records
go.
data from Homeland Security on seizures. That data shows that here at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson, just one agency, Customs and Border Protection,
There you go.
seized
The
more than
Eagle.
$108 million in cash
There
from
you go for your number 9 coding right there. And then look, people, the eagle right there show you it's Freemasonry with the world. The whole world, supposedly, they show you right there. They control it. Freemasonry. Pay attention.
travelers between 2000 and 2016.
These law enforcement agencies get to keep the money that
There
they
you go.
seize.
There you go.
And they view these seizures as a source of revenue.
Jerry,
And guess what, people? It's the same thing they're doing in the streets. You got to understand, they pull you over. They basically profile you, pull you over, and check if you have cash. They dig you down. When I say flip you all the damn way. And then if they find money, they're keeping it. They don't have to find a seed of weed or no drugs. You have to understand that they're just going to keep the money. And then later on, the money going to be theirs. The same police force or that unit. Remember that.
Johnson says he never heard from law enforcement again after
No,
they
they're not
walked
gonna
off with
contact
his
you.
$39,000 in cash.
Nobody ever contacted me. Nobody asked me any questions. I never heard nothing from them after they seized my money.
That's typical according to the government's own studies. A 2017 DOJ Inspector General review looked at a sample of 100 DEA seizures and found only 44 of those advanced or were even related to a criminal investigation.
that?
The same year, a Treasury Inspector General review found 91% of the money seized in cases it looked at was from a legal source.
People should be free
You
to
hear that? From a legal source, meaning their money don't connect to nothing criminal. And they still take it and keep it, people. They never fine you for nothing, never charge you for nothing. They just want the money. Like I tell you, the reason why they're putting it out now, they want to go cashless society. And remember this, they're going to force you by any means to get there. So yes, if they have to put these stories out there and stop you from traveling with cash, they might ask about drugs and them shit, but that's not what they're looking for. They're actually looking for money. And they're going to seize it just to let the masses understand you can't travel around with money no more. It's illegal. A lot of countries, a lot of places in Africa already implement that shit. No paper money, period. All virtual money. Don't worry about it. It's coming near you soon. Mag bam, I'm on the run.